Hello everyone, it's me Mari. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we are going to be doing a 2023 bullet journal setup slash flip through video, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later on. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has stuck around with me. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've been very inconsistent with this channel, but I just want to thank you so much to those of you who stuck around waiting for me to upload a new video. And I promise you that 2023 is going to be the year of consistency for me in terms of my YouTube channel. I have tons of video ideas and I'm very excited about the future of this channel. So again, thank you so much to those of you who stuck around, and I'm so glad to be more consistent and upload more content for you guys. And if this is your first time on this channel, hello, my name's Mari. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you enjoy bullet journaling and bookish videos like these. So yeah, be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more of that from me. So yeah, with that being said, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so as you can see from the title of the video, this is a 2023 bullet journal setup video. But this is going to be a little bit different because I have set up my entire bullet journal for the entire year. All the beginning spreads and all the monthly spreads for every month. And a little explanation for you guys. If you have been here on my channel for a little bit, you would know that I do have a couple other bullet journal videos. And I've attempted to start many a bullet journal. And I find that within the first couple months I just sort of get burnt out or run out of ideas about themes, and I figured that a way to combat that would just be to sit down, think of all my themes at once, plan everything out, so that way for the whole year I don't have to think about coming up with themes, or I don't have to set up monthly setups. It's all done for me. Only thing I have to do is fill it out. So I feel like doing it this way is going to be very helpful to I think doing it this way is going to be very helpful with me staying consistent with my journaling, because that's definitely been an issue for me in the past. So I am just testing this method out for the year, and I hope it goes really well. As you can see, it's already like pretty filled up because I set up every single spread. So yeah, I'm really hoping that this method works out for me. I think eliminating the fact that I have to come up with themes each month, set up spreads for each month, the fact that it's all laid out for me already, I think it's going to be very helpful and help me stay consistent throughout the year. So that is why I decided to do it this way. In case anyone was wondering, I've been working on this for about a month. I spent quite a lot of hours on this, but I am really happy with how it turned out, and I was so excited to share it with you guys. So yes, I am just going to talk a little bit about the journal first. This is an A5 notebook from Archer and Olive. It's like the brown like faux leather design, which I really like, and it's got a cute little coffee cup on it, which is on brand for me because I am a barista, if you guys didn't know. But yes, I thought this journal was so cute. Like I said, it's from Archer and Olive, and I will link it down below if anyone's interested in purchasing the same journal. But yeah, I think that's enough talking for now, and we are just going to get right into the journal. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have zoomed you guys in a little bit so we can get a closer look into my journal. So like I said, A5 Archer and Olive brown faux leather with a little coffee cup. Such a cute design. So I'm gonna open it up now. So first thing we see is going to be my name page. This belongs to me and Mari. So I just wrote it there. I used like one of those graph like sticky notes, wrote it on there, and then stuck it in. So that is my name page. Flipping to the next page, we have sort of like my beginning of spread like theme page, and also my year at a glance page, which is let's get this bread for 2023. I know that's so cringy, but that's a motto that I still think is very relevant for what I want to do in the new year. So that's our theme for 2023, let's get this bread. And then I have my year at a glance. I just wrote out all the months, and I'm gonna like fill in with the marker days that are important, and then I will write the days on my future log here. So I just left some space for each month to write down like any important events or things that are going on. So yes, that's those pages. And then moving on into the more fun spreads, I have my 2023 goals. So I have read 50 books here, watch 20 movies, complete 5 TV shows, try 10 new restaurants. And you can see there's like some more space, so I might add a couple more things if I can think of anything else to add. But that's what I have so far for my goals. And then here, this is one of my favorite spreads in the beginning pages, my 101 things to do list for 2023. And I 100% got this idea from Jashi Corinne. If you guys like bullet journaling videos, you probably know who she is. She has a channel that's dedicated to so many bullet journal ideas, and she gives so many ideas for people who are just starting bullet journal. And her channel is really helpful if you want some ideas about bullet journaling. So I would definitely recommend her channel. But anyway, I got this idea from Jashi Corinne, 101 things to do in 2023. So I basically just put the header up here, and then I literally just listed out 101 things that I would like to do in 2023. Most of them are really like small things, like I have decorate the apartment, get my eyebrows threaded, get a Kindle, reread a book, go see a play, buy new towels, buy a new mascara. So it's just a bunch of like little things I would love to do in the year 2023, and I think this is such a good idea, and I'm so glad I saw the video where Jashi Corinne explained this, because I was just going to do like 23 things to do, but then I saw this and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. So yeah, that's my 101 things list. And then I just have like a little box beside each one, so that when I complete it, I can check it off. So yeah. And then we have my bookshelf overview for 2023, and basically I'm just going to write every book that I read in one of the spaces, probably color them in. I don't think I'm gonna have a key. I think I might just try to match the colors to the actual color of the books. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna write the titles for all the books that I've read, and it's gonna look so pretty when it's all filled out, so I'm really excited. Then for these spreads, we have my TBR for standalones and my TBR for series. So yeah, that's where I just wrote those down. I have tons of books on my TBR. This isn't even all of them, but it's a start. So yeah, and I put a little box beside all the standalones and a box next to the series, depending on how many books are in the series, and then I'll fill in each box once I've read one of them. So yeah, it's my TBR page. And then I have a few pages to write down books that I've read in 2023. So I have a space to write the title, the author, page number, and rating for any books that I read in 2023. And then I also decided to add in an A to Z book challenge, which I thought would be really fun. So basically just, I don't know if I'm going to do it by, I think I'm going to do it by titles, but I know some people do it by authors. So once I read a title that starts with one of these letters, I'll just fill it in, and I'll try to get all 26, which will be fun. And then have another books read spread underneath that. And then over here I have anticipated releases for books in 2023. As you can see, I've already got a few written down for January that are coming out very soon. So here I'm just going to write down any anticipated releases and the month that they correspond with. So yes. And then I have my spreads for movies and TV shows. Anytime I watch a movie, I'll write down the title, the year it was released, what platform I watched it on, and the rating. And then for TV shows, I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to do this yet. I think I'm just going to write the show and then make like rows of the number of seasons, and every time I like finish a season, I'll fill out the row. So I'm thinking that's what I want to do for that. Then we have my year in pixels. I have one for mood and one for days read. And this is kind of redundant because you'll see that I actually have a days read spread for every month as well. So it's kind of redundant, but I still think it'll be nice to see it all laid out in one place. So there's that. And then I have my debt trackers for 2023. I have a few debts that I would really like to pay off in the year 2023. So I just have each of them listed down here, and then like I have a bar, and I'll continue to fill it up as I get closer and closer to paying it off. So I'm really excited to see that get all filled up. Here I have my YouTube tracker, which is basically where I want to track the number of subscribers I have throughout the year. So yeah, my goal for the year is 5,000, which might be a bit ambitious, but I am hopeful. So that's that spread. And then we also have a YouTube content tracker where I'm just going to write down each video that I upload in each month, so I can just like have an overview of what videos I've been uploading. So I think that'll be nice to look back at. Moving on, we are now into the monthly spreads. So obviously we're starting with January, and this theme is obviously a bookish theme. I want to do like a chapter 1, like starting over theme, because it's the first month of a new year. So yeah, this is the cover page. I just have chapter 1, and tell me guys if you recognize where this is from, what book this is from. Let me know in the comments if you recognize this page. But anyway, I just have chapter 1, and I got some of these bookish stickers of like book spines that are so cute. And I used my stamp set to stamp in January, and I just ripped up some pages from books to decorate. And then I have, and so the adventure begins, because it's the first month of a new year. So yes, that is my cover page for January. Moving on, I have my calendar page, which pretty much all the calendar pages are laid out the exact same way. Just like a full 2 pages, and then I use the brush pens to make little lines on all the boxes. I think that looks so good. And I used some more book pages and stickers to decorate. Next we have my TBR page and my days read page. So obviously this is where I'm going to write down my TBR and track the days I read for the month. Next we have my habits and mood trackers. So I have a bunch of different habits that I want to track each month. They stay the same for each month. And then also a mood tracker. And I put a space down here for a key because I haven't decided which colors exactly I want to use yet. So I'll be filling that in once the month actually starts. But yeah, habit trackers all look the same. This like rectangular shape, and then I just outline all the boxes. So there's obviously 31 for each of these boxes, and then I'll just fill in each one once I've completed that habit for the day. And then all my mood trackers are themed based on the month, so obviously I went with a bookshelf for this mood tracker. And then I'll have 5 different moods, and then I'll just fill in the books based on which mood I was in that day. And then I have my this month page, and this is basically where I'm just going to write down any important things that happened in the month, my favorite moments from the month, my favorite products from the month, basically just like a monthly overview of all the important things that happened in that month. I'll probably like end up printing out some pictures, write little summaries, and I think it'll be really fun. Also, isn't this so cute with the books on the side? They kind of like line up like they're on a shelf. And then it does it again here. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I have 2 extra pages for January because when I started, I guess I didn't know how many pages I would need each month, but there are 2 whole extra pages in January. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with those, but I guess we'll see. So now that is the end of January. Oh, and you will notice that I do not have weekly spreads in this journal, and that's because if I did weekly spreads and then also put everything else I wanted, it definitely wouldn't fit in one journal. And I'm not a fan of doing like 6 months in one journal, 6 months in another journal. I just think that's a little too much to keep up with, and I wanted to have everything in one of these journals. And then I'm also gonna have, here, let me grab it, a separate little weeks journal where I just write down like stuff about work and school and all that. So if you're wondering, that's where my weekly stuff is going to be, in a separate little traveler's journal. So yeah, but moving on, that is the end of January. All the spreads are exactly the same, and now that I've kind of explained everything, we're pretty much just going to go through the rest of the journal, and I'm just going to show you my spreads for them. So now moving on to February, we have this really pretty rosy thing, which I really love. We have the rose like encased in glass, and then some roses over here. This quote says, "Everything begins and ends with you." It's like a really lovey, like a really lovey, sort of like Valentine's Day theme. I just have a bunch of roses, and then I have like true love, you're my one and only, I love you always and forever over here. So just a bunch of like lovey quotes. Since February is the month of Valentine's Day, obviously that's the theme I decided to go with. Just very pink, very rosy. And then moving on to our monthly spread. Again, pretty much every monthly spread is the same. I just have all the boxes for each month. For every month I have the little tabs on the side. So I just cut these out for every month. So this is the monthly, just a bunch of pretty roses and the pink. I really like this one. So moving on, we have my TBR spread and my days red. So this is just what they look like. Very pretty. I really like this spread. I love the roses and they're so pretty. So like I said, fill out my TBR, mark which days I read, and on to habits and mood trackers, just a bunch of little rosebuds, which I think is so cute. And then I have the key down here. For this one I actually filled out, so this is what it'll look like once I fill out all the other keys. And like I said, my habit tracker is just that rectangular shape with 28 boxes to fill out for each of the days and the habits that I want to track. Then we have my this month page. And then we're moving on into March, which I went with this really pretty mushroom theme, which I think is so cute. And I made like a little fence out of craft paper, which I think turned out really cute. So that is the March theme, and this quote says, "Live gently upon this earth." So this is my March theme. I think it turned out so cute. I love the mushrooms. So yes. And then moving on into the calendar spread, which I love this green. I think it looks so good. So I just have a little fence up here with March 2023 and some mushrooms. And then I have the little picket fence down here with the mushroom, which I think is so cute. And I have a quote on here that says, "Travel the world over to find the beautiful." So yes, this is my calendar page for March, which I think it looks so good. So moving on, we have my TBR and Days of Red spreads, which you already know what these are for. And then I just put a bunch of little mushroom decorations, and I have a little sign with the Days Red, and then a sign hanging with my TBR, and I think it just looks so good. And next we have my habits, just like the previous months, and then my mood tracker is actually mushrooms, and I'm going to fill in each of the little dots with a color to represent my mood. And I think those turned out really cute. And then we have my this month page. Moving on to April. So for April, I went with this like foresty Polaroid theme. So I had these stickers that had like stills of the forest. It kind of reminds me of Forks, like Twilight vibes. But I decided to go with the Polaroid theme, and I think it turned out really cute. And this quote says, "Not all who wander are lost." So yeah, I really like how this one turned out. It's definitely more neutral than a lot of my spreads, just the nice gray tones, which I really like. So moving on to the calendar page. I just love how this looks. I love the neutral turns. I love the neutral tones. I think it just looks so good. And then we have always take the scenic route up here. I think this is one of my favorites, honestly. Like, it just looks so good. I love it. So that's the calendar page. Moving on, we have my TBR and my days read page, which I put more of those like scenic stickers at the bottom, and they're in the top in like a little Polaroid-esque picture, which I really like. So there's that. And then we have my habits, same old, and my moods, which I actually really love. It's just a bunch of Polaroids hanging on some lines with clothespins. I have my key down here, and I'm gonna fill in each Polaroid with the color of the mood for the day, which I really like how that turned out. And then we have my this month page. So that's all for April. Moving into May. A very different theme than the previous one. Very colorful. I just went with like flowers because you know, April showers bring May flowers, so I thought it'd be cool to have like a gloomy cool toned theme for April, and then have these bright beautiful tones for May. So I just have a bunch of flowers, and then this quote says, "Spring is in the air." And we have May 2023, a bunch of flower stickers, and I did some like lines with yellow and orange markers, and I think it's just really fun and colorful. And this is my calendar page. Such a contrast from the previous month because this is just so bright and colorful. So I have look on the bright side for this quote. So yes, this is my calendar page. I just love how bright and colorful it is. And then we have my TBR and my days read spreads with more flower decorations at the bottom, and I think that looks really cute with the flowers. Then we have my habits and my moods, which I just doodled a bunch of flowers, and I'm going to fill them in with different colors corresponding to my mood. And I think the flower doodles are really cute. I'm no artist, but I do think they look really cute, and I think they'll look even better once they're filled in with color. So yeah. And then we have my this month page. So now we're moving into June, which is honestly, I think this might be my top favorite month because I just love the purple, the butterflies. Like, oh, I just think it looks so good. So obviously this is a butterfly theme. And the quote I have here is, "Use your wings." So I had a bunch of these purple butterfly stickers, and I did like the little dashed squiggly line that like signifies that they're flying, which I think turned out really cool. And then I have a row of butterflies on the side, and then I just use craft paper to stamp out the month. Oh, I just love this page. I think it looks so good. So moving on to the calendar page, which I just love this purple. I think it looks so good. So at the top I have "Don't forget to fly," and then I also have "With brave wings she flies," if it'll focus. "With brave wings she flies," with another cute butterfly, and then I have more butterflies at the top. I just love it. If you couldn't tell, I feel like I'm kind of like a maximalist when it comes to my bullet journal. Like, I just want to get as much decoration on the page as possible, but I think it looks really good. So that's my calendar page. And then we have TBR and days read. I basically I cut the butterflies in half, and I stuck one wing on each side to get this like effect in the middle. It's kind of like they're flying. Ah! I love it. So yes, that's those pages. And then we have my habits and my mood tracker, which I love this. It's really just one side of a butterfly, and I'm gonna fill out each section with a different color, so it should be very pretty and colorful by the end of the month, which I'm super excited for. So now we're moving on to the this month page, and that's all for June. Moving into July, we went with this pink cherry blossom theme, which I think turned out really cute. So I just have these cherry blossom stickers. The quote says, "Everything has beauty," which I really like. And then I just wrote out July with one of my Tombow brush pens and cut it out on a different piece of paper and then stuck it on. And I think like it being the same color as the background but still standing out looks really cool. So I like that a lot. And then we have the calendar page, which is so pretty and pink, and I love it. So there's that. We have TBR and Days Red spreads. And I put some cherry blossom stickers in the middle. It's kind of like the evolution of a cherry blossom, which I think is really cool. Then we have my habits, and for my moods, I just attempted to doodle out some cherry blossoms, which I think they look really cute. And like I said, with the other flowers, I think they'll be even cuter once they're all filled in. And then we have this month. And now we're moving on to August. And for August, I chose a coffee theme. Naturally, because the cover of my journal has coffee on it, I had to incorporate a coffee theme in here somewhere. So I decided to put that with August. So I just have a bunch of coffee cup stickers. And I drew like some lines to signify that the coffee's hot. And then I have "Good things come in small packages" for the quote. And then for the cover page, I just drew a bunch of little coffee beans, and I actually used brown watercolor to fill this in. And I don't know if you can see, but August is like sprinkled throughout, which I think looks really cool. So yes, that's the cover page for August. Now this monthly layout was a little bit different. I didn't use a brush pen. I actually just used a regular like fine point pen. And the reason I did that is because I felt like the brown marker would be a little too dark to like write over, so I decided to use pen instead. But you'll see literally in the next month I did use the brown marker, so I guess it was kind of pointless. But I do like this look with like the thinner lines. I think it looks really cool. So I have some coffee up here, and then I wrote August at the bottom with some coffee beans. And then I used washi tape for the tabs over here. The calendar. And then we have TBR and Days Red. I decorated this with some more coffee stickers, which I think looks really good. So yes, that is the Days Red and TBR page. Moving on, we have my habits and mood. And for the mood trackers, I just drew a bunch of little mugs, and there's no key for this one because I'm just gonna like fill up the mug with coffee based on what mood I was in that day. So if I was in a really good mood, the cup would be all the way full. If I was in an okay mood, halfway full, etc, etc. So I'm really excited to see how that one turns out when it's all filled out. Then we have my this month pages, and that leads us into September. And I think this is my least favorite theme in my journal. I think the idea that I had was really cool, but I think the execution could have been a lot better. But I still like it. It's just not my favorite. So it's like this vintagey postcard stamp theme. So that's the cover page. And then I have some quotes. I have "The best is yet to come," "Be open to whatever comes next." And then I have a bunch of really pretty stamps all scattered around, and these little envelopes, and I don't know what I'm gonna put in this one, but I think I'm gonna write something. So yeah, very vintagey. And then this is what I was talking about. I did end up just using the brown marker. It was a Crayola marker. So the lines aren't like as straight as it would have been with the brush pen, but I still think it looks good. And I don't think it'll be an issue writing over it because the brown's not that dark. So this is my calendar for September. Then we have my TBR and Days Read spread. And I think this was a really good idea in theory. Like the envelopes are facing up so I can write my TBR and Days Read. I can write my TBR and Days Read inside of the envelopes and then just pull it out. But I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's missing something. Maybe I'll add like some stamps or something up here. But I think this is a really cute idea to write it on the inside and then slip it inside. Moving on to my habits and moods, and for the mood tracker I drew these cute little envelopes that I think are so cute. And I haven't decided like on a key for this or anything yet. I guess I'll figure that out when we get to September, but I think this is going to turn out really cute and I love the envelopes. And then for some reason here I wrote highlights instead of this month. I don't know, but it's the same thing. And then moving into October, we have this like phases of the moon lunar cycle theme, which I really like. And I did this like what I think is like a spacey futuristic font for the letters. So we just have "You are capable of becoming more than you realize" for the quote. And I just did like a circle for the moon phases, and then I also lined them up on this side, which I think looks really cool. Some bluish purple washi tape. So this is the calendar page, and as you can see I messed up a little here. I had to glue another piece on because I cut out this part where the moons are so I could have some gray behind it, not realizing that that would mess up the layout for my calendar. So I glued another piece of paper on top, and like I got some extra glue over here, and I tried to go over it again, but I used the wrong purple, so now it just kind of sticks out, but that's okay. I still think it looks really pretty. I just have October written at the bottom and some moons over here, and then this quote says, "Out of limitations comes creativity." Moving on to TBR and Days Read. I actually really like this theme. I like the font, like the futuristic vibe of it. I really like that. So TBR Days Read pages. And then we have my habits, and for the mood tracker I just have a bunch of little circles that are supposed to represent moons, and I'm gonna do the same thing like with the coffee cups. Like if I was in a really good mood, it'll be a full moon. If I was in a terrible mood, there would just be one little sliver, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see how this one turns out. And then my this month page. And then we're moving into November, which I went with this like brown craft paper theme with some leaves. And I have those like same dotted line design to show that the leaves are falling. This one's not my favorite, but I don't think it's hideous, so that's good. I think the leaves are really pretty. I just think that it could have been executed a little better, but that's okay. Here is the calendar page. Again, I love this green color. I think it's so pretty. So yes, and then I have November 23 with some leaves, and then I have a couple more leaves down here and some washi tape. Turning the tab, we have TBR and Days Read spreads. I just decorated with some more leaves and some washi tape. And then we have my habits. And for my moods, I just drew out a bunch of little leaves, and I'm gonna obviously have each mood correspond with a different color and then fill the leaves in accordingly. And then we have my this month page. So that brings us into December, the last month. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I actually filled out the entire thing. Like, that's so crazy to me. But for December, we have this candle theme, which I had no idea what I wanted to do for December. And it kind of just came at me. The idea kind of just came to me. I was looking at the yellow markers and I was like, hey, what about candles? And I actually really like how this theme turned out. So yeah, I just have one big candle over here and it's like dripping wax. And all the candles that I drew are like that. They have like little wax strips, which I think looks really cool. And then over here, I just have December written out with some more candles and 2023. I think this one's so cool. I love how like bright and vibrant the yellow is. So yeah, that's the December theme. Moving on to the calendar page. I just love this like yellow orange color. I think it looks good. I drew some more candles at the top, and then I have December written out at the bottom. I just think this looks honestly so good. I'm sad that I have to wait all the way until the end of the year to use the spread though. Moving on, we have TBR obviously, and I messed up. I accidentally drew the spots for my moods on the wrong page. Like, so as you know from all the other spreads, the days rep is supposed to go over here, but it's a little out of order for this month. But that's okay, because I was like, I could just make this the day spread and then redraw more candles, but I really didn't feel like doing that. So we have the moods on this page this time, and it's just a bunch of little candles. And I haven't decided what my key for this is going to be yet, but I know it's going to look so cute because the candles are so adorable. I love them. And then we have habits, days red this time, because like I said, I put them in the wrong place. But yeah, I just drew some more candles at the bottom. I also have some candles at the top where the titles of the page are. And then we have my this month page, and that is the last spread in this bullet journal. I cannot believe that I actually filled out an entire bullet journal. Like, that's just so crazy to me. Like I said, I spent like a month straight working on this, and I'm actually really happy that I decided to do it this way because, like I said, I think it'll help me be way more consistent with my journal. And I feel like I know that I worked so hard on this, so if I didn't use it, that would be such a waste. I would be so mad at myself. So I'm definitely going to make it a point to use my journal this entire year. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know which of my spreads was your favorite, or let me know if I gave you any ideas for your bullet journal for next year. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video so that I know you like it. And yes, like I said, please stay tuned for more content like this. I have tons of ideas for videos, and I just can't wait for the new year to consistently start posting, and I hope you guys are excited too. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all for now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.